Yesterday, I posted up a community post on YouTube and also on stories to say that I've got at least 16 laptops to give away for free to one of you. So in this video, I'm going to give you the details. Don't go anywhere. Hey tags and welcome. This is Ash from Tech, and on this channel I want to help you improve your relationship with technology. So find the subscribe button somewhere, click on it, click on the bell icon to go from newbie to techie, and please, I've got Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Please use them to help out the channel. So this video is not going to be massively edited. I probably won't even cut out anything, but maybe just put some b-rolls and some titles for description. But I'm going to refer to my notes so I don't go away from the main bullet points. So I've got these 16 laptops minimum, and from the community post, some of you suggested why don't I do a series for repair. Others said why don't I just invite some subscribers over and do a video repair together, and some of you even have said you would pick them up. And one of you, I think it was Zulu67, suggested, why do you guys think I'm giving these away for free? Because laptops are a pain to repair. They've always been. Once again, Zulu67, you're bang on, and we'll cover that today. First, I'm going to tell you exactly the laptops that we've got. All right, we're going to start with here. I've got a Toshiba Satellite Pro, and it's the S300-120, and then there's another denomination, PSSBOE-05DOOUEN, right? And here it is. So that's one. And then we've got a couple of Sony Vaio. This is the Sony Vaio SVE151J11M. All right. Next, we've got another Sony Vaio. This is the PCG-3B1M. We've got a small Samsung netbook. This is Samsung N130. We have another Samsung. This is the Samsung R519. Okay. And then we've got a few Dell, starting with a notebook. This is the Dell Inspiron 11Z. I think this was actually mine. Okay. And I've got another Dell Vostro, the Dell Vostro 1500. A missing back cover on this one. We've got another Dell Latitude 131L. Alrighty. And the last Dell, which is another Dell Latitude Studio 1737. Okay. Just giving you kind of a general overview of its state. And then we have a Packard Bell EasyNote TE11H6-051T, whatever the heck that means. I've got a weird make which I've never heard of. This is a Medion Akoya S5612, right? No idea. I have a few HP here, HP G61, and I've got a HP G62. All right, and I've also got a HP Pavilion DV7, and two more. There is an Acer Aspire Netbook 1, Acer Aspire 1. And one last is the Acer Aspire 5535. All right. And in this lovely tray, I've got about 10 laptop chargers, and I've got 2 laptops which are dismantled. Probably just HP. I'm not even too sure. There are some RAMs. And there's also, in a different box, there are some hard drives. Okay, so now that I've given you the list of the laptops, I'm not going to give you any more information to this for the reasons which should be very obvious to you. Now, why am I not trying to repair them and flogging them off on maybe eBay or Gumtree? Now, Zulu67, again, you're right. These laptops have been with me for the past 5 years. Some of them are more recent. However, none of them are high-end laptops. Do not expect to get AMD Ryzen chips in there, or even an i5 from whatever. They probably have, some AMD chips, and then some Intel, maybe i3 from whatever generation, I don't even know. So you can imagine some of these laptop ages are quite old. Now, generally, my feelings on laptops, especially for the low end, and these are low end, are not great. However, I would rather see them in the hands of someone who likes to tinker and maybe try to repair them. And probably the only thing you would be able to do will be to upgrade RAM for those that actually work, and to definitely get rid of this evil thing, which is a laptop hard drive. Usually spins at 400 RPM. These are terrible, and I would not even want to use them. Even for Linux, I would rather put an SSD. So by the time I would repair them, if I bought the parts or had the parts, put the labor and the parts, because of the age of the laptops, no one would want to buy them for the price I'm going to put up, and I would lose money anyway, and it is not worth it. In terms of video repairs, guys, we've just had the S20 launched, and if we can go by the community post, I ask you, over 50% of you are thinking about getting the S20. So we are living in a throwaway society where most people don't even want to or know how to repair their gadgets. So these videos, I do not believe they will bring in the audience that we need. Maybe one or two, but for the time and resources and the money to do these videos is just not worth it for me anymore. Even if I did put them, up to kind of decent standard for their age, they're not really for the current functions that we need for laptops these days, right? What's gonna happen? How can you get these if you still want them? And again, I have removed many of the hard drives, so I will put whatever I find, but do not expect me to tell you this hard drive went in this laptop, and even the RAM went in, specific. I really don't know. Okay, some of them may be missing parts. So what are the issues with these laptops? Most of them probably work if you replace some parts. They vary between broken hard drives or obsolete operating system. Some have possibly broken hinges, broken LCD. Some do turn on, but there's no display on the laptop screen. And there's various other issues like this. Why don't I just sell them on eBay? Again, time. The reason I'm trying to flog them off, that's not the end of it though. I've got a lot more electronic stuff, maybe TV, maybe some phones, a few things here and there, but nothing too high end. It's because I may have to move from this place because it's quite big for me. This is the bottom part. Upstairs is where I normally do my videos, and unless I repurpose this place, I have a couple of projects coming up, or I find someone, maybe someone from you, who want to come and do a project with me here, I won't be able to stay here for long. It's too big for my YouTube stuff only. So the other project I wanted to do is not happening just yet, but I'm going to have a couple of more months left, so I will try them. Still, regardless, I have to get rid of all this stuff, because when you deal with electronics like me, anyone will tell you, over the years, you end up hoarding and collecting clutter, and clutter costs money, all right, eventually. Now, I did keep them with the intention of a future repair series, but like I've mentioned, these specific ones are not worth it. In fact, in the last 7 years that I've been doing this, there's only 2 laptops which recently I acquired was for repair. One I upgraded. I will put up the link in the card above and description below. It's not really worth for my needs, but at least I've managed to put in an SSD, change the thermal paste, and replace the screen. So I'm kind of using it, but it's just for general purpose, not even for content creation. The other one is a Sony Vaio, which a client left with me for now 2 years. I am not going to bother to upgrade it any further. I did a full assessment on this, again, link above and below. So that's that, really. One thing I will tell you about laptops, you've got an old one. If you are going to consider upgrading, at the moment, some of these, they still have their Windows 7 sticker license on them, which means, as far as I know, we are still able to upgrade to Windows 10 license if that's something that you may want to do. And the only thing is, if you have the sticker at the back, good for you. If not, they may be in one of the drives. You're going to have to find out. But again, I'm not going to be giving you all these specifics because I'm not going to waste time trying to find them myself. However, I would tell you, even if you did manage to kind of repair some of them, you should consider really Linux. These are Windows. I'm not going to really advise you. Some of them might be 10 years old, some of them more recent, up to you. Now, the one thing you should try not to repair, if you find that's the case, with a laptop that turns on but no display on the screen, a lot of times is to do with the graphics chip, which is embedded sometimes on the motherboard, or a fault on the motherboard. Now, when it comes to motherboard repair, just not worth it. Now, this guy, you probably know him, Rossmann. He does a lot of motherboard repairs, but usually for higher end ones, more value. But there's something else you can do with old laptops, DIY perks. Again, link above and description below. He's done a very good video on what you can do with old laptops, especially with the laptop screen. And like maybe even RAM has some little bit of gold in there. You can try to recover this. Again, not worth for me. I'm not saying gold is not worth, just like I've got other things to do. Okay, so how to get them? Now, here's what you do to get them. So in the comments below, just write down and leave a comment as to why you want the laptops, what you would possibly do with them, and what I'm going to do after a while. Probably give it about a couple of weeks. We'll see, at least before I move from this place. If I'm moving, we'll pick a random comment and we'll try to get in touch with the person if it's you. But make sure you are a subscriber, and I would really appreciate if you share this video to someone, because I would rather someone doesn't end up putting these in a landfill. I forgot to mention that you should be able to come and pick everything up in one go. I will give you a hand to put them in your van, truck or car, whatever it is, and you should not be leaving anything behind. You can't pick and choose. I'm giving them for free for a reason. I just need everything gone. But if you want to spend time with me, that's a different story. We can do this right after you load everything up. But if you insist that I send you the stuff, I do not have the funds to do this, unfortunately. But if you're willing to send the funds over, then we'll pack them up, and including the postage and packaging, and ship them out to you. Preferably it should be in UK, but if you're sending money from abroad, obviously we'll do our best to do that. But whatever happens afterwards in terms of customs, that's your responsibility. So make sure you understand these terms, please. If I ever change my mind, I will update you, but I doubt it because I really need the space. But if one of you want to come over and go through each laptop and assess them and then put them on eBay, or want to repair under my supervision, guide, help, or even if you know the electronics repair better than me, please, we will learn something from you. I would be happy for you to come over and have a crack at them, but you've got to do them here so we can do the video. So let me know, and that's it. So thank you so much for staying, and before you go, if you want to improve your relationship with technology, check out these, I think it's going to be here or here, I don't know, videos on your screen. And also leave me a comment below, leave me a like, watch out my other videos on the channel. And thank you once again. This is Ash from My Tech, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.